Legs are up. And they're off. They break away over 1.25 miles in the Shira'aa Racing Meadow Court Group Stakes. And it is Indigo 5 just leading up Higher Leaves, followed by Beechwood Azada, One Look, Naomi LaPaglia, followed by Soft Winds, Limser Bad Ollaroo, and dropped out is Tasmania. Higher Leaves has picked it up and gone on 1.5 lengths in front of Indigo 5. Third is just Azada from One Look, the dark coloured jacket on the inside. Improving up through the field is Limser Bad, and then Beechwood. Just over 7 furlongs to go as they race uphill. And it is Higher Leaves and Tom Marquand leading the way to Indigo 5, Shamie Heffernan. Continuing to improve up to the leaders is Limser Bad. Declan McDonough on the outside of One Look. And Wayne Lordan, followed by Azada and Chris Hayes. And then Ollaroo, Beechwood, Naomi LaPaglia. Knocked back towards rear division is 2 behind Soft Winds in Tasmania. But they're well packed up, passing the 5, marking the halfway stage in the Shira'aa Racing Meadow Court Group Stakes. Higher Leaves with a reduced advantage is almost rejoined by Indigo 5, 4 furlongs to go, then One Look. Nudged along is Limser Bet and then Azada, who pokes up in between fillies, and then Ollaroo, Beechwood, Naomi LaPaglia, Tasmania and Soft Winds. Turning into the straight, 3 furlongs to go. Higher Leaves is the leader. Being pumped away in second is Indigo 5. Improving is Azada on the outside. That's the filly with the noseband. Then One Look. Beechwood next, followed by Ollaroo. And then Soft Winds and Tasmania gone on from Naomi LaPaglia. And fading fast is Limser Bad. Azada now challenges Higher Leaves. After them is One Look. And then Beechwood. Tasmania is running on late. And then Ollaroo. Into the closing stages. It's Azada now coming to challenges. One Look on the outside. And One Look leads, 50 yards left to go. One Look tackling a no trip, regains winning ways in the Meadow Court. Group Stakes from Azada, and staying on late was Tasmania.
Yes, One Look, first time over the trip. She bounces back from below par effort in the Duke of Cambridge to record her 5th win of her career and wins her the Group 3 Shira'aa Racing Meadow Court Stakes. Lots to digest. They didn't go overly quick. Big run by Azada, rated 98 in second. But you'd have to say, Ruby, Tasmania has come at a wet sail from an unpromising position.
Yeah, she was last at the top of the hill, Tasmania. Luke Morris stayed in down the hill, Kevin, and the gaps didn't really come from in time to get going aboard her. As Azada moves forward to challenge the front-running Higher Leaves as they head between the 2 and the 1. One Look gets out in the black colours then under Wayne Lordan. She quickens well. Beechwood just didn't have the gears of the trip, and I'm afraid Tasmania gets going when it's all over. Ollaroo didn't get the greatest of runs either inside in the Team Valor colours under Ryan Moore. She didn't get a great passage through either, but One Look got out at the right time and has gone on one cracking run from Azada, and you're unlucky Tasmania in third.
Big run by Beechwood as well, first run of the season over an adequate trip as well. She's entitled to come forward from that when she steps up.
She looked a picture in the paddock, Kevin. I'd say she's a filly that'll have plenty of days in the future. You can see off the home turn here Tasmania at the very back in the black cap. Luke Morris stays inside Naomi LaPaglia. See Ollaroo went to go out for a run there in the green, had to go back in, didn't get it. Tasmania is onto the tail of Beechwood now, but that's not going to bring him through. And Azada, One Look gets out in front of Tasmania. Wayne Lordan got the run. Luke Morris gets going eventually aboard Tasmania, but it was too little too late for her, and One Look has been delivered at the right time to collar Azada. Tasmania finishing back in third, and I say the drone would be good footage of that.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see the drone footage indeed. And Higher Leaves, the long time leader, cut out the early fractions, of course, has dropped away to finish back in 5th. Right, Ruby, talk us through it. There's the drone footage.
There it is, yeah, and it just goes to show you the passage. Luke Morris is locked up behind Ollaroo. To get out of there, he's going to have to go back behind Naomi LaPaglia beside him, but that's not really an option. Kicks into the gap here behind Indigo 5. Ray Moore's coming out in Ollaroo. He goes back in. That's the first time he gets stopped. Beechwood now, Indigo 5 outside him. Just no real daylight there. Look at that gap closes now. He's on the back of Beechwood. Now he's going to have to get onto the back of One Look. But One Look, who's been running at a mile, has the turn of foot to get out and go and chase down Azada. And Tasmania starting to pick up then when it's all over. But look, that's race riding. One decision in the wrong direction, Kevin, usually has a consequence of events.
Does indeed. One Look, she's been some money spinner. She won the Goffs Million here in facile fashion on her first ever run. And that's our second Group 3 along with a listed win as well. Opens up more options, more avenues now opens it up. Ruby stepping up in that trip.
Both yourself and Fran thought that beforehand, Kevin, and it'll be interesting to see what plan Paddy Twomey has in mind.
Yes, keep an eye on Beechwood, wherever she goes next. When she steps back up and trip as well. So Connections will be delighted with that comeback run, and a massive run by Azada, of course, rated 98. Was rated £9 lower than her eventual winner, One Look. But there are winning Connections. One Look wins in the colours of the Colony Racing Syndicate. Another winner for that man, Paddy Twomey, and in the victory by Wayne Lordan.
Wayne Lordan getting all the congratulations, and why not? One Look, Wayne, well done, your first time to ride her.
Yeah, she's smashing filly. I travelled quite well. She can be slow away, and I was drawn one, so it was going to be a little bit of a difficult posse I was going to be sitting in, but I sat in a position that I was happy. Paddy and Billy, I spoke to Billy this morning, they said she can hit a flat spot, and I did hit the flat spot, probably down 2 down, but I knew when I got out and got rolling, I had Chris in front of me, I knew I was coming home well.
She had to stay to win today, and she definitely did that strong at the line.
Yeah, I think that trip was a good trip for her. She hands and knees in the ground, and I felt when I got to the front she pulled up, she knew where the line was and thought her job was done. I think she likes to follow and run by horses. So when you go up into mile and a quarter in better company, I think it would suit her.
You mentioned Billy, of course, out of action. How is he?
Yeah, he's good. He was good.
It might be great now, but
No, he's in good out form. Look, he said he's a little bit sore still, but he's doing plenty of his exercise. He has started that. So, look, he told me everything about the filly. So, I just have to pull it off. So I hope he's happy.
I hope he's back. A California dreamer around Curragh, the Irish Guineas, down in trip here to 7 furlongs after running at Ascot last time.
Yeah, Ascot. Look, she ran. That was behind Lake Victoria. That was an incredible run. She went to Ascot. Look, she wasn't beaten a million miles. It's a tough place. This filly has gone to Ascot and was beaten as well. You know what I mean? So it's a tough place. So I think the ground should be okay. Going back a furlong wouldn't be an issue either.
Being up Harry, you know well.
Yeah, likes the pace to be on. Comes from the back. So if the pace is on, I have a chance.
Well done again.
Thank you.
Paddy Twomey caught up in pre-race, and we're catching up now post-race after One Look in. Another group race success here. The Curragh stepping up trip to 10 furlongs. She stayed, she won. Well done.
She did it well. You know, she didn't have the easiest passage through, but Wayne was comfortable all the way, and she pulled out and she quickened. And look, it's nice that she hit the line strong and, you know, won the race well.
And getting her head down in a good manner, as we've seen in the past, that all stands to her.
Yeah, you know, I haven't done a lot with her since Ascot, to be honest. I've just let her take over. Had a small breeze on Wednesday, nothing flash, and felt that she looked well and she was ready to go, and she seemed to appreciate 10 furlongs in softer ground more than 7 3/4 in the round track and fast ground in Ascot anyway.
You had to go though and give it a go.
Yeah, look, I said it to the owners at the time, I thought it was the right thing to do. I thought she earned a crack at a race like that. In hindsight, the ground was quick. You know, the trip was probably short. The race was an exceptionally good race, but I'm not sorry we went.
Blandford Stakes, next target potentially?
Something like that, you know. I think she's a filly, she's 4 now, so we might run her a bit more than we would, you know, as a 3-year-old. Blandford, John Romane, the Opera, those sort of races.
Opens up a whole new world of options for her as well, and Beechwood, cracking return to action also. I'd say you're delighted with that.
Thrilled with her. Look, she's waited for a bit of softer ground. She's just been ticking over at home all year waiting for it. She was ready to run a nice race today. I felt that 10 furlongs was probably plenty, you know, sharp for her, and I think stepping up to 1.5 miles, 1.6 miles, even further, I think you'll see a good mare this year.
Well done again. Look forward to seeing both the fillies back out in the future. Paddy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.